Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello people and welcome to Footy Judgment. Lots of pain still, lots of pain. Watched a lot of videos about how have we lost that final 5-0. Absolutely horrific. But before we go on, there is a lot of talk about, there's a lot of news to talk about. Arsenal search for left winger. Of course, Cisco deal is closed. It's actually not 90 million pounds. There is Bruno Fernandes leaving to Al Hilal, and who replaces Bruno? Manchester United. Chelsea found their left winger, the right-footed left winger, right? The right-footed left winger for Chelsea. Of course, and Nouri is the signing for that left-sided back for Manchester City. We'll talk about that as well. There are other news as well. Wirtz deal. By the way, there are news lately that maybe Real Madrid are still trying to sign Wirtz. The bid is rejected for Liverpool. What is the Liverpool plan B? There is the Kwanzaa. Of course, there is the Harvey Elliott included in the bid. Guimaraes, of course, there are news about Liverpool and being now in for him. There is Ikitiki talk. But before we go on and enjoy this video and talk with you guys, the solo shows are made for your opinions. And it's made for you. I want you guys to hit that like button. Let's get to 200 likes. There is about 900 people in the house. Thanks for everyone joining us from the Football Terrace. That was a great show with Alice and Jamie's story. So hit that like button if you are here. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. There is the news that is coming from Saudi Arabia. That is Inzaghi is gone. He is gone to Saudi Arabia. And he's gone to Saudi Arabia. I'm just glad that he's not going to be the Inter manager again. And let me know in the chat. Support the channel, guys, by liking the video. I'm going to explain again. The like button tells YouTube there are interactions. Of course. So YouTube knows that there are people watching. There are people liking this video. Like the video. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, of course. And let's start by the news that is here that Inzaghi is about to leave Inter. The news are coming from Saudi Arabia that Inzaghi is actually have left. Let me just show you a couple of things about Inzaghi, and he left to Saudi Arabia. Where is the Inzaghi Arabic news? The Inzaghi Arabic news is there. So Inzaghi is going to go to Saudi Arabia because, listen, I don't think he's a bad coach. I just think that he is, like, I think his time at Inter has to come to an end because I don't think he can lead us again. I don't think that Inzaghi can lead us again. I don't think he can stand in front of the fans. I genuinely don't think that this man is someone who can walk out of the San Siro. My ideal replacement would be Cesc Fabregas. He plays attacking football. Xavi Hernandez is not bad as a coach. He's very, very good. But my ideal replacement, someone who already has been coaching in Serie A, plays very attacking football. Cesc Fabregas, a legend of the game, of course. I love Cesc. Elegant player, elegant manager. The way he understands the game is so, so good. I want him because I want to be excited again after the disappointment of the Champions League final. This was one of the darkest days I've had in my life. You can tell from my watch-along that I was sad more than angry. I'm normally angry at my watch-along, but this one, you can tell if you watch that watch-along that I was so sad watching my team getting destroyed and humiliated like this, to be honest. Listen, Inter are going to invest. They said they're going to invest, and I don't think the investment should be done for Inzaghi. I think the investment should be done for someone else. It's, as Olo said, that final has broken me, and it definitely has broken me. It has broken me as a fan. Wallahi, it has broken me as a fan. As a fan, I was broken. I was absolutely in the lowest of the lowest as a football fan at Inter. To be honest, as an Inter fan for 27 years, I have never been that broken. You know what I mean? And I was distraught, bro. But anyway, it's just, I woke up to good news. I woke up to Inzaghi from Saudi Arabia, the Arabic news, all the Muhammad Barakat, the journalists that work for the Bein Sports said that he has already agreed and told Al Hilal that he's going to go, that he's going to leave. I'm so happy with this. He is going to be followed, of course, by Bruno Fernandes, who might leave Manchester United. Al Hilal now believed to have an agreement with Bruno Fernandes. It's close. I actually think now, I think what happened is Bruno Fernandes has sent someone to check out the area where he's going to live and all the stuff. How can Man United use that money? I think it's a good thing that Man United are moving on from the old guard, even though I appreciate Bruno Fernandes. I appreciate Bruno Fernandes, the football player. He has done good things at Manchester United. But for the better of Manchester United, maybe Bruno Fernandes need to leave and Amorim need to get the investments needed for him to lead this team back to greatness as they were in the 90s and the 2000s, of course. And I think the 150 million pounds or even 120 million pounds, they will be able to get a replacement for Bruno Fernandes. And also, they will be able to actually invest in the team, to be honest with you. And I actually like this deal. If it was 80, 70 million pounds, I don't think that you remove Bruno, you get Morgan Gibbs-White is good for Man United. You need the 100 plus million. You need the 120 plus million for Man United to be able to actually get players in for Amorim system. They got Cunha, which is a great signing for them, as I said on the football terrace. I think they got rejected by Delap, but I think they're gonna target another striker. And listen, Bruno Fernandes has provided a lot for Manchester United, but in the same time, you got to look at the financial problems at Man United and how they need a left wing back. There is Mazraoui and Dalot on the right side. There is Diallo. There is Xerxes. I think they need to offload Højlund. So if they get for Højlund and Bruno Fernandes combined about 180 million pounds, that is a lot of money to be invested in the market. I want to hear what you guys think for real. Do you think with that money, Amorim can lead the team? We'll talk about City BT. We'll talk about City. We'll talk about Nouri. We're here for all the news. I am here for you guys. We'll talk about it. If I want to hear what you guys think about, can Man United, if they move on from the old guard, if they move on from the likes of Bruno Fernandes, if they move on from Højlund, can actually get back to the top? Can they? Because I think the target next season should be at least get back to Europa League or Champions League. But with that money, I rate Amorim a lot. And I watched some of his sporting, and I actually said many times that Amorim, yes, he didn't have a good first half of the season at Manchester United, but I think he's not a bad coach. I think his system can work at Manchester United. He just needs the right player, to be honest. He just needs the right player. Man United don't need the top-notch players. They're not going to go for Wirtz. They aren't going to go for the superstars. But a second-tier players like Mbeumo, I think Mbeumo with Diallo can provide fantastic depth on the right-sided 10 that they're looking to do. Matthias Cunha on the left-sided 10. And now they need a striker to work with Amorim. I genuinely think that Amorim, if he gets an attacking force like an Mbeumo, they has Amad Diallo, they have Matthias Cunha, they have Xerxes as well. They get a starting striker. I don't know who they can target a starting striker. I know they are still in talks with Bucharest. I believe they are not going to go back to the top. They aren't going to challenge. They aren't going to do all of this. But I believe that we can see the fruition of the Amorim system. They need a center back as well because there's De Ligt, there's Euro. I think they need a third center back as well. In the current moment, if Man United sell Bruno, they need a striker. They need a right-sided 10 to battle it with Amad Diallo. They need a center back and they need a left back. For the goalkeeper, you might need to sell Onana to get another goalkeeper. So that is a like for like, in my opinion. Who they get? There is a lot of scouting happening for Man United to get a goalkeeper. I hope that Man United don't go for the name. When they went for Onana, they just went for the name that went to the Champions League final. I think Man United should go for someone with a lesser profile. Lesser profile. Good scouting. You do good scouting in Portugal or Spain, and you get a goalkeeper that is there. Martinez is coming back, Haidar is saying, but in my opinion, Lisandro Martinez, as good as he can be, back-to-back major injuries, I think they might need to ease him back to football, basically. They might need to ease him back. I don't think they need a miracle, as Tom is stating. I don't think they need a miracle, to be honest. I think they need the right recruitment. For Martinez is a bowler, but in the same time, you need to know that Martinez is coming back from major injuries, to be honest. You need someone else. Guys, there's 1,000 people in the house. 1,000, and we are only on 100 likes. We need this show to be on 500 likes for us to push it. Support the channel. I'm coming back from a really tough place, to be honest. So sit down here with you guys and do this show. And this is my job. So I need you to support the channel. Like the video at least, because it is very hard for me to sit here and talk to you guys about transfers and about stuff where we have been absolutely annihilated. We have been destroyed. We have been smashed. We have been... I don't think we have been absolutely like Inter or... I think that this game has just finished this cycle. So I need your support, people. With all, like... I need your support. I really need your support here. So hit that like button. But listen, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes for Man United. Man United are still a team that can attract players. They might not be able to attract the Wirtz. They might not be able to attract the Rodrygos, but there are still players that would go to Man United if they are presented with the right project. Like, it doesn't have to be the top-notch players, but I believe if United able to get a striker and a left attacking mid without selling Bruno, but in my opinion, the money for Bruno is too much for you to reject that money. For you to reject that money for Bruno is mad. If it's 150 million pounds, it is absolutely crazy. Crazy. If you actually reject 150 million pounds for a player that is above 30 years old. Because Bruno Fernandes is not Salah. You aren't going to win the league. With or without Bruno, you aren't going. You are in a rebuild phase. Man United are in a rebuild phase. So rebuild needs money, right? Like Liverpool won the league without signing anyone but Chiesa because Salah had a great season. Bruno Fernandes is not Muhammad. He's not going to win you the league. You might say, as Matthias is saying, that maybe Bruno Fernandes is Man United's Muhammad Salah. But Liverpool were targeting winning the league. You aren't targeting winning the league, right? You aren't targeting winning the league. You're targeting to get back to Europe, Europa League, or maybe Champions League if there is a drop from some of the teams. But Bruno Fernandes, you can replace him with players that will do the job, along with Cunha, along with Diallo, along with the striker you're going to get. I genuinely believe, to be honest, that you need that money to rebuild your team, right? People are saying Man United are targeting not getting relegated. I don't think that Man United will finish in the bottom 10 next season. I genuinely think that Man United might be 8th, 7th. Maybe they can push for 6th, in my opinion. I don't think Inzaghi speaks English. No, I don't, man. So I actually think that Man United should be targeting top 6, at least. I don't think they will they will be finishing top half of the table, as people are predicting. Amorim starting the season, they have a preseason. I believe that they will sign players that will make them, I'm not going to say competitive. I'm just saying that, to be honest with you, maybe 8th, maybe battling for 7th, to be honest. Maybe battling for 7th. Is there a bomba that is happening for Aït-Nouri? Yes, we're going to speak about the Aït-Nouri for Manchester City. We're going to speak about the Aït-Nouri for Manchester City. To be honest, there is a bomba for an 18-year-old that I never heard about for Man City. But that is different. That is absolutely different. But I wanna hear Man United fans. Do you think that Bruno Fernandes is replaceable? Do you think Bruno Fernandes is someone that you can replace if you get like a Morgan Gibbs-White or you get someone from Spain? We'll see how it goes, but I genuinely believe that he is someone that you can. I think you can replace him, to be honest. I think you can replace Bruno Fernandes without a shadow of a doubt. I wanted to talk about a couple of things before we actually move on. Number one, I just wanted to touch on the Spurs thing before we move on. This Ange sacking, I think it's the right thing to do, in my opinion. I think maybe a lot of the fans are saying that Ange can't lead the club next season. And I think maybe Thomas Frank is a guy that can lead Spurs. Spurs are not targeting to win the league next season. Again, similar to Man United. And I think Thomas Frank can actually rebuild the club in the league. The league is your bread and butter. Everyone knows that. The league is bread and butter. And I think that Ange Postecoglou has failed to actually adapt to the Premier League. There is Glasner. There are other people. Yes, I agree with you guys. But Thomas Frank is good. He's not a bad coach. And I wouldn't take Ange at Inter. I wouldn't take Ange at Inter, to be honest with you. I wouldn't. But Thomas Frank, Ange's sacked. I think it's the right way to go for Spurs. I genuinely think this is the right signing for them. If they sack Ange and get Glasner or Thomas Frank or someone like that, I think it's good for them. He's not bad. He's a good coach, very good tactically, and I think they can work with him. The bomba that dropped this morning from David Ornstein is Manchester City trying to get Aït-Nouri. This signing suits Manchester City for it. Like, bro, Manchester City targeting Aït-Nouri is absolutely spot on. An attacking fullback. Man City don't need a defensive fullback. He is someone who's so technical, great on the ball, can pass the ball. And I genuinely think that Man City are going to cook with this left back. Someone asked me, Mo, do you Inter need a complete rebuild? We have 7 starters that are below 30 years old. We need about 5 players this summer, but that is not a complete rebuild. I believe with the new manager, Inter can go back. A new voice will make the players forget about that final. So people are saying Kerkez is way better than Aït-Nouri, but Liverpool wanted Aït-Nouri. Sam preferred Aït-Nouri. I believe that Aït-Nouri suits Manchester City and he suits Liverpool as well. Aït-Nouri is fantastic and great. Attacking fullback, good on the ball. I don't know why people are hating. I don't get fans these days. I don't get fans these days when they hate on a player when he isn't linked to their club. And I don't get this. Why are players hating on Ait Nouri when Ait Nouri was a phenomenal player for Wolves? I genuinely think he's very good, Ait Nouri. I think he's better on the ball than Kerekes. And there is a difference between Ait Nouri and Kerekes. Massive difference. And we're going to do the comparison for both of them. Right now, we will do the comparison between Ait Nouri and Kerekes. I believe Ait Nouri is more like a trend, exactly as Matthias is saying in the chat. He's more technical on the ball. He can dribble, he can pass. And that suits Man City more than an athletic left back. You get my point? Like, I believe that Man City need Ait Nouri and Liverpool need Kerekes. The way Arne Slot plays, he need an Ait Nouri. You know what I mean? But Kerekes is more athletic than Ait Nouri. Let's establish this. You know what I mean? But if you watch how the difference between both players, and I'm just going to show you the screen now, what is the difference between both? There is a difference in the athleticism. This is it. This is the comparison between Ait Nouri, and this is the comparison between Ait Nouri and you can say Ait Nouri is in blue, Kerekes is in red. Ait Nouri excels in like shot creating actions, assists. Kerekes is does a lot of running, does a lot of clearances. I believe that Ait Nouri suits more City, and I believe that is a great signing for them if they get it over the line. David Ornstein has said that Man City are working on a deal for them. And as Jack is saying, Ait Nouri is more of a left wing back, which is what City do. When Gavardio plays for Man City, Gavardio pushes forward. Gavardio pushes forward to play as a left winger, basically. He stands on the left. He actually does be like he can be the left winger. And I'm just going to tell you the difference. If Omar Marmoush is going to play on the left wing, you know that Omar Marmoush will be a second striker. So their left back becomes the left winger, and that is Ait Nouri. Kerekes is a traditional left back, athletic, goes up and down, goes forward, comes back. He is more like the team that plays like Liverpool. They play transition, and also they play like the left back goes up and down. Man City basically are a team that controls the ball all the time. To do that all the time. Jack, I don't know what you're saying, Jack. This is the second player to reject City for Liverpool, Wirtz and Kerekes. I think Liverpool did the groundwork. I'm going to say Wirtz rejected City to choose Liverpool, right? But I believe that Kerekes, I don't think that City just inquired about him and Liverpool did all the groundwork. If City, but I'm going to ask you guys a question. Are we all saying, I'm going to ask this question again, and I want an answer from the chat. Let's get the likes up a little bit. And I'm going to ask you a genuine question. Genuine question. City are getting players like Ait Nouri, Cherki, Reinders, right? Do we think that City used to target stars? Like Omar Marmoush was the star of Frankfurt. Erling Haaland was, at that time, one of the most sought strikers in the world. You know what I mean? Do we think City targeting these players? Why are they doing now? They're not doing the superstars. They are doing like the second fiddle players. Why is that? Why are City like Ryan Cherki is good and everything? Why are they not targeting the best left back in the league, for example? Why are they not like they went for Wirtz? Wirtz rejected them, and now they went for someone like Cherki. I hear that. I hear that that is a great shout from Matthias. He's saying Man City are rebuilding. That is a great shout for you. Reinders, someone saying Reinders is the best midfielder in Italy. McTominay is the best midfielder in Italy. Maybe Man City should target McTominay. Maybe Man City should target McTominay. He's the best midfielder in Italy at the current moment. He's better than all the midfielders. He's better than Barella, Reinders. He's better than all of them. McTominay is the best. He won Player of the Season. He won Napoli the title. He's the best midfielder in the league. He's clutch. He does crash the 18. He's the best midfielder in the league. So maybe Man City should target the best midfielder in the league in McTominay, you know? They should target that. You know what I mean? But listen, McTominay doesn't suit McTominay. Of course, McTominay doesn't suit Man City style. Are you joking? McTominay scored 12 goals. 10 of them were first touch. He doesn't get on the ball. Like, he doesn't. Man City need midfielders that will touch the ball 100 times a game. McTominay doesn't suit Man City. I'm joking. I'm joking. Antonio Conte, I think it's the only coach in the world that will be able to get the best out of McTominay. You know what I mean? Like, are we mad? Like, it was a joke. It was a joke. Yes, I was taking the piss. Yes, I was taking the piss. Why do people have this? Why do people get jokes over their head and they don't even, and they like, broski, if you're going to sign Lukaku and McTominay, you sign Antonio Conte. That is fair and square. You know what I mean? 20 likes away from, I don't want to keep asking for likes. So mods in the chat, hit that like button and push for likes, mods in the chat. Push for likes. We need at least 400 likes. We can't have 1,000 people and we have less than 200 likes. Oh, 10 goals out of 12 being scored for a first touch. It tells you how great Conte is of utilizing. Exactly. KDB is the best guy to deliver. McTominay late runs. I'm literally scared of Napoli with KDB, to be honest. Jay is asking, would you sell? I am not opposed anyone going from Inter. I'm not opposed anyone going from Inter. I'm being honest. I'm always that. City don't need a new voice. Pep Guardiola at the end finished third. Pep Guardiola with all the injuries still had like a bad season for his standards. But City nobody needs a new, no, City. Are you mad? City, Pep Guardiola is still the best coach in the world. He's the best coach in the world. Big up, Jack. Big up, Jack, for the first super chat of the channel. Big up, Jack, for supporting the channel. Big up, Jack, for the first super chat. Appreciate you so much, Habibi, for supporting the channel. Thank you so, so much for the donation. Appreciate you. Mo, can you explain to the kids in my fan base that don't understand, just because our bids haven't met Leverkusen yet, it doesn't mean it fell through. Bro, Wirtz are going to be Liverpool player. Wirtz are going to be Liverpool player. I am 100% sure about this. Wirtz is, in my head, Wirtz had already were red. Wirtz is a red. You know, Liverpool are not going to do like this, all this groundwork for them to not agree to include someone. Like, have you been, like, a lot of people are absolutely like panicking. Like, Elliot is going to go, Kwanzaa's going to go, and you know the deal is going to go, bro. You know the deal is going to go. So, I don't think Real Madrid are going to pay that much. By the way, I don't think Madrid are going to pay that much money to Wirtz, in my opinion. I don't think that is going to happen. Like, if they rejected, as we see, let me just put it on the screen so people can see. If they rejected that bid, if that bid is rejected and that they are demanding 150 million, I don't think Real Madrid are going to actually pay that money. Like, they aren't going to pay that money. The money is too much for Real Madrid. They are not going to pay for Wirtz 150 million. In my head, Wirtz is a Liverpool player. They're going to agree a deal. They're going to include two players, and the deal is going to be agreed. It's not 150 million. That's 150 million euros. That's not 150 million pounds. It's 150 million euros. And they're going to include 2 players in this. So I genuinely think this is going to happen. We're going to see that here we go soon. We are going to see that here we go soon. But I want to ask you a question. I want a yes or no in the chat. Is Wirtz worth 150 million euros? Right? Is Wirtz worth 150 million euros? Why is Sam sent me something? Wow. What the fuck? Osam sent me a tweet. Do you guys want to see the tweet that Osam sent me? Big up Osam for watching. Big up Osam for watching. Do you want to see the tweet that Osam sent me? Wow. Let me show you the tweet that Osam sent me. What the fuck? Damn. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me show you. This is the tweet that Osam sent me. Liverpool managers who won the biggest cups in club football: Shankly, Paisley, Fagan, Dalglish, Rafa Benitez, Klopp, Slot. United managers who won the biggest cups in clubs football: Busby and Ferguson. Never pretend United are as big or historic as Liverpool ever again. What do you guys think about this tweet? What do you guys think about this tweet? Genuinely, I don't know why Osam sent me this tweet. I really want to understand why Osam sent me that tweet this morning. You guys know that me and Osam are brothers. We just send each other tweets. We just send each other things. What are we saying about this tweet? That is a great topic. But why is it pointless and it doesn't make sense? Why is it pointless and it doesn't make sense? Why? Right? Why? Osama, I want to ask you something. Osama. I want you to do a research, please, and see how many managers won the title with Liverpool. Many managers. Like a manager per title versus a manager per title for Man United. So a manager per title for Liverpool versus a manager for title for Man United. I want to know who's like, because it required, does it require, like Liverpool as a club is big as an institute, regardless of who the manager is, right? And Man United, without a certain manager, will they be as big as they are now? I wanna know this, to be honest. I wanna know this. Someone said send him the link. No. We do MHF together. But anyway, let's go back to what we were talking about. Wirtz deal. I know that we got sidetracks to Wirtz. But anyway, let's go back to the show. Thank you, Hos, Akhuya Habibi, for this tweet. Guys, let's get to 400 likes. Bro, let's get to 400 likes. I want to hear your opinion about that tweet in the chat. I want to hear what you guys think about that tweet in the chat. Is a lot of people, Madrid, someone said Madrid hijack. You think Madrid are gonna go in for Wirtz? I don't think so at all. 150 million for Wirtz, is that too much? Is that too much? 150 million isn't that too much a little bit? Like, I just wanted to know. But I am gonna keep the same energy. I'm gonna keep the same energy, to be honest with you guys. Liverpool, you pay what you have to pay if you want the player. This is the player's money. We can say it's expensive, but if Liverpool have the money, if Liverpool have the money, you pay the money. Mario Madrid Journal said no chance. Wirtz. Let's look at it. Thank you so much, Jack. Let's look at it together. What is his name? Mario Cortinga. Here we go. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Let's see if we can actually search. Like the video. This is old. No, he doesn't have anything about Wirtz. He doesn't have anything about Wirtz. I don't think he does have anything about Wirtz. So I think there's nothing about Wirtz. There's nothing about Wirtz, to be honest with you. But in my opinion, I think, yes, Mattia, tell the people to like the video. Let's get the likes up. Madrid aren't going to pay 150 million euros for. Madrid aren't going to pay 150 million euros for Wirtz. I think Wirtz is going to be. We're going to see that here we go within the next 5 days. We're going to see that here we go within the next 5 days. What is next for Liverpool? There is the Diaz news about Barcelona. Barcelona prefer Diaz over Marcus Rashford. They're going to do everything to get Luis Diaz. I'm going to show you now what is the tweet about that. They're going to do everything to try to get Diaz. Right? But I think actually that if Barcelona can strike a deal for Diaz for even 60 million pounds, right, is absolutely going to be great. It's going to be phenomenal and great. Right? I know that there's a lot of people linking Diaz to Saudi Arabia, but I don't think that is going to happen. I genuinely think that Liverpool are going to try to get a deal done with Barcelona. Like Diaz and Barcelona, I think I looked it up the other day. I think Barcelona prefer Diaz, but I genuinely prefer. I think that they're gonna go for Diaz. No, I think they go I read it yesterday, Jack, that they prefer Diaz over Marcus Rashford. Yeah, this is it. Mundo Deportivo. Here we go. I read this yesterday from Mundo Deportivo. Barcelona will only pursue the interest of Marcus Rashford if a deal for Liverpool for Luis Diaz failed to materialize. That is from a Spanish newspaper. They want Diaz first, then they're gonna go for Marcus Rashford. That's Mundo Deportivo. That was the news. Is it true? Is it not true? That is the reality. That is what we say. That is what we talk about. Who's better, Diaz or Rashford? In my opinion, I think they're both good. I think maybe Diaz suits Barcelona more. But I don't think that Marcus Rashford is a bad player for Liverpool. for Barcelona. I think he can actually thrive at Barcelona. I think he can be very, very good for them. But if Liverpool are able to actually get money for Diaz, who's the left winger you want? Rodrygo now is want to stay. Rodrygo now is want to stay and try for Club World Cup. So I think there are other wingers, right? On his day, I agree with Jamal. On his day, Rashford is better. But right now, Diaz is better. That's what I'm talking about. That's a very fair comment from Jamal here. Very, very fair comment from Jamal that in his day, Rashford can be deadly. 100%. Big up, yeah, for the super chat. Thank you so much for your donations, yeah. Appreciate you so much for supporting the channel and also always getting involved in the conversation. I think Inter is far better team than people expect them to be. They just rate Inzaghi really highly. I was wrong. This guy had a contact with the Hilal over 2 months ago. No different to Lukaku. Big up Mo. Yeah, I think for him to have contact with the Hilal a week before the Champions League final is a complete and utter bullshit by him. And that is one of the things. He's a traitor. He's a traitor. And I genuinely think that for him to have, before the biggest game of the season and before the biggest period of the season, to talk with Al Hilal, to talk about him going to Al Hilal, I think it's an absolute criminal because he still had a year with Inter left. He could have negotiated in the summer. It is not that he was going to be out of a job. So I agree with you. That was an absolutely shit deal by him. It's a shit like attitude by him. He's absolutely like, I think for that alone, he needs to be sacked or he needs to resign. I know that Inter want the money, the compensation, but that was ridiculous. K-Mac, big up Mac for saying big up. Go support K-Mac. Give him some love. Of course, K-Mac. Wirtz is seen as the KDB type of player that put Man City on the track to multiple titles. Liverpool see him as a similar mold. 150 million euros is what we will pay. And that is the point. If Liverpool see Wirtz as that good of a player, pay the money. Include players. Do what you have to do to get the player at the club. Just do what you have to do. Like, do what you have to do. If he's worth 150 million and you want him, pay the money. Pay up. I've always stated this. Yes, we can talk about him being expensive or him being this and that. But in the same time, I agree with you that if you want Wirtz, you pay up. If you want the Wirtz, you pay up. And people say that Wirtz doesn't have the ceiling of KDB. KDB won player of the season with Wolfsburg. Wirtz won player of the season for Germany. And he won the title with Leverkusen. So why not? Why are you assuming that he doesn't have the ceiling? I want to understand this logic. People rule out players having a high ceiling before even they join the Premier League. Who thought that KDB will be one of the greatest midfielders to ever play in the Premier League before he joined Man City? So why? Why? Why is that? I don't understand. Why are people doing this? Jamal sent me something. Yes, Jamal. All right, that's big news. Big news. Let me see. It's big news, guys. This is so big news. For Rodrygo wants to talk to Xabi before deciding the future. Arsenal, Chelsea, and City are interested in him. Yeah. We know that. But I think he wants to prove himself in the Premier League first. To Xabi Alonso. He wants to have a chance of staying. Right? Everyone, exactly, Wilsey. Everyone thought that that KDB is a Premier League reject. Everyone thought that Salah is a Premier League reject. Abdullah, I don't think Diaz is going to be 90 million. I don't think Diaz is going to be 90 million. I think it's going to be way less than this. But if this news is true, I think it's going to stay in the Club World Cup. I think it's going to stay in the Club World Cup. But if Wirtz is worth that much money, how much does Wirtz change Liverpool? A lot. A lot. I think to go from the likes of Szoboszlai to Diaz, that is, to Wirtz, that is tons of change. You're going from someone who runs a lot to someone who creates a lot. And Liverpool should be happy with this, to be honest. Someone should be happy with this. Like, if you are a Liverpool fan and you're not excited, and if your rivals are actually shitting on that transfer, to be honest with you, I don't think that. I think Wirtz can reach KDB level. I genuinely think that. Wirtz is a good player, very talented. He's going to play under Arne Slot. He's going to develop, and I think he can absolutely reach that level. Right? And I think he can absolutely reach that level. People are saying, what do Liverpool need? I still think they need a striker. I think they need a DM to cover for Gravenberch. They got the two fullbacks. If Kwanzaa leave, they need a center back. So basically, Liverpool should target, now assuming that Diaz and Gakpo will stay, they're going to be the left wingers. So now you need a striker, a DM, and a center back that can actually replace Konate. Because, by the way, there is that, no one is talking about Konate's contract situation. Konate has 1 year left. And if they don't sell him and they don't renew the contract, Liverpool are gonna be in another Trent situation in December and January. This needs to be resolved as soon as possible. It has to be resolved as soon as possible. I don't understand why Liverpool are not sorting that out. Why? Liverpool are not sorting that out. Like, Konate's situation is so tricky, you know? It's super duper tricky. What else is here for us? What else? Joan Garcia, that's Barcelona talk. Zidane. So there is nothing. Big up, Jack. There's a lot of news we're going to talk about today, so stick with us, people. Big up for you for saying 5-0. Thank you so much for putting a comment in. Make sure to like the video then when you say fucking 5-0. That's fucking weird. I'm fucking sitting here working while you're trying to rattle me, broski. You're watching me. It's fucking, people are weird, bro. Okay, we move on. 5-0. We lost 5-0. More in the mud. Your day is better. I hope that your day is better. Now go touch some grass, broski. Really, go touch some grass. Spam 5-0 in the chat. That's what you do with it. Wake up. Let me see if is Judge Mo live talking about the Prem. Let me go to his chat and type 5-0. Do you get off? Typing 5-0 in the chat. Do you get off? Oh my God, my day is gonna get better. My day is gonna get better. If I type 5-0, my day is gonna fucking get better. If I go to Judge Mo, I genuinely think my day is gonna get, I rattled the YouTuber. I got a YouTuber upset. I am watching a channel with absolutely 800 people and I was the one who actually triggered the guy. I am one of 800 people and I was able to get a reaction. Well, you got a reaction. Okay, bravo, your day is getting better. You're going to have free dinner tonight. You're going to have a free dinner tonight. Fantastic. He got a reaction. Spot on. You got a reaction from me. Great. Here you go. Content clip for you. Clip it. Put it on Twitter. Get off. Every time you watch it, you're sitting down. You're like, oh my God. Now I'm here. Bro, look at me. Look at me. I rattled the YouTuber. Great for me. Oh my God. I won. I rattled the YouTuber there. I rattled the YouTuber. Fantastic. Oh my God. Oh my God. Exactly, Sam. You got your reaction on Saturday, bro. خلاص. Big up Jack for sending super chats and support and getting involved. It is so funny when City linked Wirtz, everyone was going, oh, scary. City going crazy. Did you see? I know that when you wrote it, Jack, you literally did this. Oh, scary. City's going crazy. They're going to win another treble. As soon as we are signing him, it's a no Premier League experience. He's injury prone. He's not KDB. He cannot reach that level. He's not good enough. I know that, Jack. That is exactly what is going on. That's how you wrote it. That's how you wrote it. I know exactly, Jack, how you wrote that. I know that exactly. Exactly how you wrote it. Oh my God, look at City, how they are signing. They're signing Wirtz. It's getting scary. Oh my God, City, how City are gonna go and invincible next season. They're gonna win another treble. City, oh my God, I'm scared. I'm scared. How can we win the league if City sign Wirtz? Oh, he is the best player in the Bundesliga. Oh, City are scary. Liverpool signing Wirtz. He's another guy, you know? He's another guy. He doesn't have Premier League experience. He's not that good. He's not that good, yeah. You know, Wirtz is like, oh, why is he gonna? Is he KDB? Is he like people are stuttering? Oh, is he KDB? Is he? We got Ryan Cherky. It's cheap. You know, Ryan Cherky is way cheaper. He's way cheaper. Oh, you spend that much money on Wirtz? Oh, enjoy your Wirtz. We got our Ryan Cherky. Oh, enjoy your Wirtz. We got Palmer. We got what's his name? We got Cherky. We got Odegaard. Enjoy your Wirtz, right, bro? Enjoy Wirtz. Oh my God, is he that good? Is he that good? Oh my God, really is the same thing. When City were signing Wirtz, everyone was going mental. Oh my God, streams bomba. The best player in the Prem, the best player in the Bundesliga is joining City. They're going invincible. No one is going to beat City. No one is going to beat City. Oh my God. Pep Guardiola with City, they are unbeatable. City, no one is beating them. Liverpool are absolutely signing Wirtz. Oh, no, just don't worry about them. Or Liverpool. They never retain the title. They only won the league because everyone else was shit. And then Wirtz, yeah, he's a good player and everything. I'm not saying he's a bad player. But also he's not KDB, you know. He's never gonna reach KDB level. What is Wirtz gonna do? Like Liverpool never retained the title. It's exactly this shit, broski. It's exactly this shit. Like the amount of people. If Liverpool signed Wirtz for 150 million euros, just be it. Just be that. But the same happens for all the clubs. The problem is rivals. Unib. I swear to God, it's on this chat. What? Twitter, Unib. That happened on this chat. It's happening here on this chat. It's not happening on Twitter. It is not happening on Twitter, my friend. It's happening here. Someone said, I think YouTube is bad for your health. Who here thinks? I'm being honest. I want an honest answer from everyone. There is 800 people here. I genuinely had the same energy for Zubamendi, you fraud. I am the only one who said that Zubamendi is a very good signing for Arsenal when people said that Arsenal don't need Zubamendi because of Thomas Partey. I am the only one, you Jamal, you fraud. Ittaqillah. Ittaqillah. I am the only one who sat and defended Zubamendi signing for Arsenal. Be honest. I want to ask the chat a little question. I am the only one who hyped that Zubamendi deal. Let me ask you guys a question. Right? Do you think YouTube, I am made for YouTube? See, no YouTuber will ask you this. Am I made for YouTube? I quit my job. I don't have a job other than this. Is YouTube made for me? Should I continue with this journey with you guys, or should I quit and just try to get a job? I can get a job that will pay me more than YouTube. I can get a job tomorrow that will pay me more than YouTube. I'm being serious. I'm being completely serious. I am being completely serious. It's Don Hussam live. Wallahi, I wish HM I'm a comedian. I love comedy. I love the comedy. I love it. I wish I can be a comedian. That's actually very true. I think my head is gone. I think my head is gone. Well, thank you. Fitz here is saying people are so weird. Like, imagine spending money trying to rattle Booty Judge Mo. People seriously need to grow up. Big up Mo. Bring back Onana, Lindelof for free. Onana and Lindelof for free would be crazy. Imagine if Inter signed I think I'm going to lose my fucking head if we pay a penny for Onana. A penny. And I'm being serious. A penny for Onana. If we pay 1 penny for Onana, I think we might be finished. I think we might be fucking finished. If we pay 1 penny for Onana, I think we'll be finished. Lindelof on a free? I wouldn't be opposing Lindelof on a free. How old is he though? How old is he? Lindelof. No, he's too old, bro. Onana's 30 years old. I wouldn't be opposed Lindelof to Inter on a free, to be honest. It's a free signing. We're not going to pay a lot of money for him. I wouldn't be opposed to that, to be honest with you. Like the video, people. Let's get to 400 likes. There's still 800 people in the house. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up, people. Let's get to 400 likes live. Guys, like the damn video. Subscribe. By the way, we're very close. Wow. We are less than 100 subs from 33,000. We are less than 100 subs from 33,000. So if you're new here, subscribe. Let's get. We're reaching. We're going 50K next season. Hit the like button. Hit the like button and we'll get more people to watch and we'll get more subscribers on. Let's get to 300 likes. Come on. We're less than 100 subs. Am I the only one who thinks Inter overachieved? In the Champions League, yes. But all of this is absolutely forgotten because we lost the final 5-0. Even the players know this. By the way, all of this is forgotten because Inter lost the final 5-0. All the good memories from Barcelona, from Bayern Munich is forgotten completely. When you lose a final 5-0, you're finished. You're absolutely finished, in my opinion. All that journey, all that shit is completely forgotten. This campaign is crap. And in the league, we definitely underachieved. We should have won the league and we should have won the cup. So we definitely overachieved only to reach the final, but that is completely destroyed by losing the final and getting humiliated 5-0. Completely destroyed. And it's gone. To be honest with you. I think Fabregas can become really special for Inter. He also showed real sympathy for the club. I don't want his sympathy. I need his work, Yahya. I don't want his sympathy. I want his work. I want Fabregas to come to Inter, and I want Fabregas to start working. Change the fucking formation and get the best out of these players. Play attacking football. Get the best out of these players. I don't want him to be like sympathize. I want him to work. I want him to do good work at Inter. Thank you, Yahya. But let's go back to the news. There are... I wanted to touch on Gittens. Jamal, I wouldn't take Havertz at Inter. But moving on from Inter, I wanted to go to Chelsea a little bit. I like this signing and I don't like him in the same time. Like, I like this signing for Chelsea and I don't like him and I don't like it in the same time. There are two reasons why I like it and I don't like it for Chelsea. The number one that I don't like it is that he's young. He's 20 years old. And I said that Chelsea needs experience a little bit. Right? I like it and I don't like it. So for me, I actually think that he's young, he's 20 years old. Is he gonna go to Chelsea? Is it another project for Chelsea? Is it another for Chelsea that is... Is it another player? Let's get to 300 likes, as Tyler is saying. Is it another young player, another project player? Is it Igal? I literally just responded to you. I am... See, Igal, respect. I'm still responding to you. Say, set up the stream, Igal. I'm going to be live with Igal after this. Say, maybe set it up 30 minutes, Igal. 30 minutes from now. If that is okay, Igal. If you can hear me, set up 30 minutes from now and we can go live. 30 minutes. So let's go live in 30 minutes, Igal, or something. Like at 1:45, if that is okay. 1:45. And because I'm not gonna stay for more than an hour and a half, I believe. But Gittens, good signing for Chelsea, but also very young. Don't Chelsea need to go for something else? Don't Chelsea need to go for someone else? But he's a right-footed winger. I think he's good. I think Chelsea can cook with him because there is Estevao, there is Neto, there is Madueke. I still think that Chelsea need a striker after Liam Delap, to be honest. I think after Liam Delap, in my opinion. خلاص بقى يعني. Broski, I'm gonna just do something. I'm gonna do something because people are starting to annoy the shit out of me. People are starting to annoy the shit out of me. Broski, like, just fucking like, what is he coming here? Fucking kid, bro, in your mom's basement. Go touch some grass, Broski. I'm trying to work here. Bro, I'm fucking trying to work. The fucking idiot, bro. Who are you from, bro? I don't know where are you from, Broski? Fucking bozo, bro. Like, seriously, what is this? I don't get rattled. People think I get rattled. I don't. But it's preventing other people from sending messages. Seriously. Like when you spam, I don't see the other messages. I only see the message that keeps like fucking weird. People say bring Inzaghi. Thomason wants Inzaghi at Arsenal. My name is not Muhammad. Don't say my name is not Muhammad, Habibi. Do you think all Muslims are named Muhammad or something? Do you think like all Egyptians are named Muhammad? Do you think that? It's like people, do you think all the Muslims and all the Arabs are named Muhammad? Oh, fuck. Do you think Mo is like, there is Murad, there is Mu'min, there is Muhammad, there is Mustafa. Bro, there is a lot of Mo's in the world. Maybe Mojenda, but not Muhammad, bro. Like my dad's name is Muhammad. But anyway, sometimes, and not all the time. Anyway, can we get? I'm gonna challenge guys. Like the damn video. Let's get. Gittens is good for Chelsea after signing Liam Delap, but in the same time, I need Chelsea to target a striker. Who's the striker? I don't know. I don't know actually who's the striker, to be honest. But Gittens is a right-footed winger, young as well. Is he someone that can take Chelsea to the next level? Is he someone that can... Let's moving on from Mo and Muhammad. It was a comment. Right? Like, he's good. I think I watched some of the Borussia Dortmund games. He's not bad. He's good. But is he someone to take Chelsea to the next level? And if Dortmund is asking for a lot of money, is he someone that suits Chelsea? He's good. I'm not saying he's bad. I think that maybe Chelsea are going to go for the young again. Estivao, Broski, Gittens. I genuinely think that Gittens is good. But who's the right winger in the world that Chelsea can target? Who's the right word? The right winger, the left winger in the world that Chelsea can target? This is maybe their best option. You give me names. Because if Rodrygo's off the market, who are you going to sign? Chelsea are targeting a right-footed left winger. Who are they going to target? Right? Who are they going to target? There is nobody else. You know what I mean? There is no one else. So for me, that is not a bad signing at all. It is not about. It's not left. It's left-footed. Chelsea want to target a right wing, a left winger that is right-footed. They're not going to target Rashford. They're not. Nico Williams is on the market. Great shout, my friend. If Chelsea get Eucharist, they finish in front of Arsenal. If Arsenal get Cisco and Chelsea get Eucharist, Lookman is a good shout, Thomason. Do you think really they finish above Arsenal? You genuinely think that they finish above Arsenal? Really? You think that if Chelsea get Eucharist, they finish above Arsenal? Do you honestly think this? That is not bad. I'm going to talk about Arsenal. Jamal, I'm going to talk about Arsenal. I'm going to talk about Arsenal in a bit because there is the party news. There is the left winger search. And we're going to talk about Arsenal. Eucharist create many chances. Eucharist create many chances. I don't think so, Cal. But Chelsea are actually moving good in the market. Signing Liam Delap, I still think. Do we think Chelsea are going to sign two strikers, a winger? There is the Gay, there is the Branthwaite talk. There is the Branthwaite talk as well. That is big news for Chelsea. Yes, I'm going to talk. Wallahi, Jamal, I'm going to talk about Arsenal. Wallahi, there is a whole section for Arsenal. Just give me 5 minutes to talk about Chelsea, akhi. People are saying that, by the way, some Arsenal fans are talking about Eucharist the same way some people are talking about Wirtz. When Eucharist was linked to Arsenal and he was the main target, everyone was like, oh my God, Gyökeres is great. He's the striker that Arsenal need and all this talk. But now the Arsenal are targeting Sisco above Gyökeres. People are trying to shit on Gyökeres and say Sisco's better. Jack, you're doing it. Jackie, how? You're doing it, Jackie. You're doing the same thing that you criticize people for doing. You're doing it. You're doing it. Bro, if Chelsea get Garnacho as the right-footed left winger, they are finished. They are finished. Finito. Garnacho with rolling of the R. Garnacho to Chelsea. That is absolutely nuts. Garnacho. People have always preferred Sisco. I prefer Gyökeres, to be honest. I prefer Gyökeres. But no, broski. I prefer Gyökeres, broski. And I think that Arsenal should go for Gyökeres. But I know that Arsenal are going for Sisco. But Chelsea are going for Gyökeres. And if Chelsea get Gittens, Gyökeres, Delap, Estevao, they get Branthwaite, what the F? What the F, broski? I would take Gyökeres at Inter tomorrow. I would take Gyökeres at Inter tomorrow. I will take it. Like Thomason here is an Arsenal fan. He's saying he wants Osimhen over both, which is good. But Man City, Liverpool transfer window equal terrifying. Arsenal transfer window, no, they're shit. But it depends on who you get. If you get Sisco, I'm not sure if it's terrifying. But let's talk about Arsenal before we go to Igal and talk about, because I know that Igal will have questions. Let's actually talk about the news to Arsenal. Let's get some interactions. I think the number one thing I wanted to touch on is this news that Barcelona have open talks with Arsenal midfielder Thomas Partey. The Sun is a shit sources, but I think they got this from Spain. That Barcelona are looking to get a free signing for Thomas Partey. He played in La Liga before, I think as a bench player or someone that they don't have like strength and someone like Thomas Partey, right? They don't have someone like Thomas Partey. But my question is to you is not that if this news is right or wrong. And listen to this. My question to you is that should Arsenal keep Thomas Partey? There's a lot of people that are saying that Arsenal should let go of Thomas Partey. And there are people that are saying that Thomas Partey should stay because he's going to start. That is the question. Should Arsenal keep him? Footy Judge Mo, I think Partey should 100% stay at Arsenal. No question. Thomas Partey should definitely stay on Arsenal. A must. I think Thomas Partey is a must. You will not find a player. Basically, he's free. You give him a 1-year contract or even a 2-year contract, it is okay. You don't have to spend money on a midfielder. Thomas Partey is a must for Arsenal. You have to keep Thomas Partey. There is no denying that he offers something that you might not have. You play in all the competitions, you need depth. You don't have the money to go and spend on another player in the midfield other than Zubamendi. And if you go for another midfielder, it needs to be, if you have money to go for another midfielder, sign Thomas Partey and go and get an attacking midfielder. If you're going to invest more in the midfield after Zubamendi. But don't let Thomas Partey go. Because I think he might actually battle Zubamendi for the place. You might see a shuffle in Arsenal midfield. And people that are saying that Thomas Partey is going to be kept to play in the right back place are absolute. You have Timber and you have Ben White. He's definitely not playing right back. He's definitely not playing right back. There are rumors that they are targeting Ederson. Why would you spend the money? Why would you spend the money? Why would you spend the money on someone else? If you have Thomas Partey, keep Thomas Partey at the club. I think he should stay. Rotation, battle for a position, see who's better. People say he must go. He cost us the Champions League. You're really scapegoating Thomas Partey for the Champions League loss? He was your best midfielder this season. People are confusing Thomas Partey playing at right back or Thomas Partey playing at central mid. I don't think he had many bad games as a DM. I don't think he had so many bad games as a DM. There's not many bad games as a DM. He must stay. He played at right back. Every time I watched him play as a DM, bar a game or two, he played very well. He played very well. This is kind of a strange news about Arsenal trying to get Bryan Mbeumo as a left winger. Are they interested in Bryan Mbeumo as a left winger? There are other news as well that Arsenal might try. Is it Brian? Would you? I'm gonna ask you something. Would you take Bryan Mbeumo or Leroy Sané on the left side? Would you take Mbeumo as a left winger? Remember, you need a left winger, a winger, an Mbeumo or Leroy Sané. Right? I would, for the left winger, Bryan Mbeumo, I haven't seen him a lot play on left winger. Sorry, for the left winger. But I think I like Leroy Sané, to be honest with you. I like Leroy Sané. He was good in the Premier League. I think Leroy Sané, but that's what I mean. HM, that's what I mean. Mbeumo is not signed. Do you think Mbeumo is going to go to Arsenal to be a backup for Saka? They definitely are going to sign Mbeumo to be a left winger, not a right winger. Definitely. See, you don't have ball knowledge. I am talking based on logic. They are definitely not going to go and get Mbeumo and spend that much money for a backup for Saka as a right winger. So if they go for Mbeumo, that is the winger that might start on the left wing. You have no ball knowledge. Actually, you don't have IQ. Because I explained you don't have IQ. So that is the reality. A second striker where you have Havertz. I don't think Arsenal are going to focus on getting a left winger, a striker, and get Zubamendi's deal. The third, maybe later, you get a right winger. And I don't think the Arsenal should get a right winger. If you're going to get a player, I think you need to get a midfielder. Why are you talking about a backup for Saka? I actually think that you need to fill the holes in your starting 11 before you start targeting players to be backups. I stated that many times on many streams. First of all, get the holes filled in your starting 11 instead of trying to get backups. That's why maybe the bro, you have a massive hole. You have a massive hole in your starting 11, broski. Massive hole in your starting 11. Now we go to the biggest thing of the day. Cisco. Why are Arsenal so adamant in getting Cisco? Yeah, I know Nico Williams wants 300K a week. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. Cisco. I'm not not saying he's a bad player, to be honest with you guys. I'm not saying he's a bad player. But he's still a project player. Like, why are you going for a project player like this? Why? Why aren't you going for a Eucharist who's established? Like, I don't understand. Like, why are Arsenal planning for the future? Why are you planning for the future? Thomas, and I'm going to answer you quickly. Mo, we need a right winger. What happens if Saka gets injured or suspended? But that should be your last target. The reason why, because I'm going to repeat again. Get the striker first, get the left winger first, and then, right? And then go and get the right winger. People are saying Højlund to Inter. If we get Højlund on, and I'm just going to be honest with you, if we get Højlund on a loan, a dry loan, with an option to buy him, it's basically where okay, number one, you guys know that we aren't going to pay the wage for Højlund. So Man United are going to loan him to us. Basically, they're going to loan him to us, and they're going to pay 2/3 of his wage, basically. And basically, we're going to have an option to buy him. If we want to buy him, we want to buy him. Right? It will never be an obligation. Inter will never, ever get an obligation to buy. Never, ever, ever, ever will get an obligation to buy. Man United offer Højlund to Inter. We are not buying him. If we get him on a loan, it's fine. I'm actually fine with it on a loan. I don't. He worked in Serie A before. I think it's fine. No, Habibi, we always loan with an option to buy. You always loan with an option to buy. Same that Arsenal loaned Sterling. It's called an option to buy. I'm okay if we loan him, we give him a shot as a third striker or something, or a fourth. I don't mind. If we sign him as a main striker, no. If we get Højlund and he works with a manager that will get the best out of him, why not? Why not? But Cisco, broski, Cisco, do we think really Arsenal? Do we think? Yeah, always. They're fucking bozos, the fucking owners. They're absolute bozos, the owners. They are absolute bozos, broski. The owners are absolute bozos, yes. We're here for it. The owners are just fucking bozos, broski. They're absolute bozos. They're fucking cheap fucking shit owners, broski. That's why I'm done with Arteta insisting on Cisco, make sure it works. By the way, this is the same thing as it must work. Havertz must work. It must work. It's kind of crazy that Arsenal at the current moment is like, it must work. Why aren't Arsenal getting a player that we know most likely it will work? Why? Why aren't Arsenal getting a player that it says, like, what if he takes time to work? What if next season you get Cisco and it doesn't work? He doesn't get you. He doesn't get you over the line. Why is going to happen? And I'm going to explain to you the logic here. Eucharist, if he comes to Arsenal and if it doesn't work, it's not on Arteta. Because Eucharist, in my opinion, is more established. I'm literally, Ray, I'm answering this. Everyone is saying that Cisco is a project player. And everyone is saying that Eucharist is an established player, right? You get an established player and you actually did the right thing. You get a project player hoping that it will work. It might work. I'm not saying it might not work, right? It might not work. But I don't think that Cisco is the guy that might take you over the line. It might be, but I would actually go for the more established striker. By the way, Nunes is so different than Gyökeres in terms of how he plays. But in my opinion, get Gyökeres, tweak the system a little bit, and go for the league. Get Gyökeres and go for the league. Get Osimhen and go for the league. I know that they're gonna try to target winning the league with with Cisco, but who's less risk, Gyökeres or Cisco? Be honest. Who's less risky? We don't know. None of them played in the Premier League. Who's less risky? One name. Okay, one name only. Who's less risky? Which one is less risky? Gyökeres or Cisco? Cisco's less risky. You think Cisco is less risky than Gyökeres? Cisco less risk? I don't know. People are saying we don't need stars, it's fine. Reward for Cisco is higher without a shadow of a doubt. I can never argue with Ray. I can never argue with you, Ray. Yes. The reward for Cisco might be higher. Fair enough. But you aren't now looking for reward later. You're looking for now reward. Now reward. You're not looking for the next 5 years. You're looking for rewards today. Today. That is what is going on. Cisco will suit the Prem more? Maybe. I don't think so. I'm still hesitant about rating Cisco that highly. Gyökeres will suit you now, to be honest with you. He can, but I believe Gyökeres will have an impact now. Will have an impact now. Will have an impact now. Guys, can we get to 400 likes before I end the show? Hit that like button underneath your live chat. Close the live chat and hit that like button. Looks like thumbs up. Hit that like button. Let's get to 400 likes. Very close to 400 likes. Subscribe, of course. If you're new here, subscribe. Cisco fits Arsenal system because he's Arteta's choice, so he will be able to contribute to assists, at least if he didn't score enough with Gyökeres. Okay, we really spoke about this before. People don't understand that the point of playing is to win the league. They will put everything in potential with the league staring them in the face. Yeah, I don't understand, Cal. How do people talk about potential and this? Arsenal shouldn't target potential at the current moment. Arsenal should target the here and now, in my opinion. Arsenal should target the here and now. I'm not sure why are people talking about the potential and all this stuff. But he's more guaranteed than Cisco, I believe. He's more guaranteed than Cisco. Cisco even have that assists? Like, does Cisco do assists like this? Let me compare both. I'm gonna check. At least this. Let me do this. I'm gonna do per 90 people. Hit that like button. Player comparison. Let's do it. Let's do this. The both very similar per 90. Both very similar per 90. Gyökeres shot creating action is way more. They're very similar in terms of like how they play, but Cisco plays in a tougher league, to be honest. Cisco plays in a tougher league, and he plays in a Eucharist plays in a way more superior team in his league than Cisco. Yeah, he plays in a way superior. So maybe that stat is deviated a little bit, to be honest. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. But both of them are not like amazing in terms of like assists. You know what I mean? In terms of assists, it's not like amazing. But also, you need goals. Why do people need? If Arsenal are going to get a left winger and you have Saka and Odegaard is going to go back to his best and you have Zubamendi, why do you want a striker to create? Why you have a striker to create? Don't you need a striker to actually score goals? That's what I mean. Like Arsenal, we'll see how it goes. But Arsenal need a number 9 that will put the ball in the back of the net, and that is what Arsenal need. Like, I don't know why people talk about like potential and all this stuff. But anyway, yeah, Bundesliga is absolutely better than the Portuguese league without a shadow of a doubt. But listen, people, I want to thank everyone that joined us. I'm going to rest for 5 minutes before joining Igal. Big up everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. It's great. Like the video before you leave. Appreciate all the super chatters and everyone that is liking the videos and supporting the channel. I am trying to push through the loss of Inter, of course. I am trying to push through the pain that I have. I'm trying to go new content. I'm trying to still do my job. And I want to thank everyone that contributes. That contributes to the channel. Thank you. Appreciate you all. And you literally, you fraud, insulted. You said ball knowledge, you fraud. You spoke about ball knowledge. Anyway, I'm out of here. This will take you to Osam. Go hit that like button on Osam's video. Yes, I did. Wallah al-Azim, I did. I did send them to your show at 3:15. I did. 3:15. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, you frauds. And we're out of here, people. No, I am going to Igal. What are you saying? Age of Empire Ahwa series were... Wallah, Osam, if you do this, I'm in. I'm done. Games. Let's do games. Let me ask Osam something.